Hello there. This is Sherry Simpson. I'm a transformational life coach and I do psychic card readings and medical intuitive readings for clients who are ready to heal themselves on all levels. I have healed myself from an autoimmune disorder, so I do help clients with autoimmune disorders. I work with the chakras. I work with the Akashic Records, which is past life information. And today I am here to tap in to my fellow Scorpios. So if you are a Scorpio, welcome. I am also a Scorpio. And today I would like to do a reading for other Scorpios, and I like to do my readings based on all four bodies. So I believe that we have a physical body that is in 3D. I believe that we have mental thoughts that we keep thinking that become beliefs, and that mental thought body is just above, it's in 4D. I believe that we have emotions that we store, emotions that we feel are not to be shared, or that we're hiding, that actually create physical conditions in the body. And I believe on a spiritual level that we can heal things very quickly, and that we bring karmic things through from our past lives for healing in this life, and that this life we're actually triggered into bringing those karmic things that we're ready to heal into the present. I also believe that in our DNA we have the ancestry that we brought forward from our mother's and our father's side that is ready to be healed as well. So today I'm going to pull 4 cards for you Scorpios, and I am going to intend that this reading is meant for every Scorpio who is watching, who is ready, willing, and able to release what is no longer serving them. On this new moon day, February 15th, and of 2018, I'm going to pull 4 cards. One, a physical card about what is physically going on with the body. I do have empathic tendencies, so when I'm working with clients, I have a tendency to be able to feel things in my body that they are feeling, or I will feel things in my body that are related to what the other person needs to know, so that I have a tendency to be able to share that information in a way that that hits home, that relates in a physical way so people understand it. I'm also going to pull a mental thought card, an emotional card about what is going on for you, and then some guidance from spirit, so a spiritual body card. So connecting in to all of the spirit teams, all of the angels, guides, loved ones, for anyone who is coming to watch in the future, who needs to see, hear, and understand this information. So on a physical level, what does Scorpio need to know? Or what is Scorpio healing, or what are they ready to release on a physical level? Shine. So I'm using the deck from John Holland, which is the Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck. It's this deck. And the card that came up physically for you at the moment is the Shine card. This is a major arcana card, and it is the 19 card in reverse. So if we look at the 9 upright, we're actually looking at new beginnings and endings, which is basically what this new moon is about, because we have a partial solar eclipse going on at the same time, and we're ending the eclipse season, and we're starting new beginnings. So a lot of the things that we're building now through 2018, we're going to be seeing them come to fruition by August. And because Jupiter is now in the sign with us, most Scorpios, we're going to be seeing that even through November of 2018. So this Shine card to me is about speaking our truth, because there's so much of that throat chakra color It's about connecting to source. It's about connecting into your own intuition, and it's about connecting through that solar plexus and that personal power and that confidence. And because we're in a place where this is upside down, it makes me think that in a physical way, we are not currently allowing ourselves to shine. So in order to shine in a physical way, you need to make sure you're getting enough sleep. So are you people pleasing and setting poor boundaries with other people that it's actually impacting your ability to shine? Are you doing things that you're obligated to do that if you didn't do, you would feel guilty doing? Oh yeah, that's making the hair on my arm standing up. So there's definitely some of you that are doing things out of guilt or obligation that is taking away your vital source energy. It's taking away, oh, that's making the hair on my arm stand up as well. When that happens for me, it's truth. So you're not speaking up and allowing yourself to shine, which is actually making you very tired and draining yourself. And so it's time for you to step into that personal power place, that confidence, that place of empowerment where you're going to stand up and say, it's my time. It's my time to do what I want to do. It's my time to serve myself. And the more that I do that, the more help I can provide. So the information I often share with people is that when you're on an airplane and the gas masks come down, you need to put your own on first. And that's not selfish. It's extremely important, because if you don't put on your own gas mask, then you can only help 2 or 3 people around you before you go down. So in order for you to shine, you need to know and step into a place of confidence and step into a place that it's time for me to take care of myself. And once I take better care of myself, then I have the ability to shine. So perhaps this new moon is telling you that it's time to allow yourself to get the sleep that you need, to stop self-sabotaging yourself if that's what you're doing, to stop giving away time to other people. Often what we do when we're hiding from our purpose and our passion is that we create physical conditions within our own body that becomes our purpose, that becomes our passion. And when we do things like that, it prevents us from actually shining and doing the things that we're meant to do, the things that we're meant to bring forward in this lifetime as our legacy. It prevents us from living our passion. And a lot of times we create this because we don't really know what our purpose or our passion is. But we're sort of terrified of that because we have a feeling that our purpose and our passion, most of you who are watching this are likely light workers that don't know you're light workers yet. And if that's the case, you could be terrified of telling the people around you that I'm really a light worker. I really have like psychic skills, or I really have intuitive things that I meant to share. And I really, I speak to my angels and my guides, and some of the people around you might not believe that, or they might judge you, or you might be afraid of them judging you, or you might feel that that isn't a worthy thing for you to bring forward. And because of that, you fear that other people will be disappointed in you if you're not doing all of those things that you're doing. And so physically, I feel like you're being drained because you're not doing all of those things. And once you tap into what is it that I want? What is it that I need to do for myself? What is it that will allow me to thrive? Then you're going to be able to step into that place of this is what I meant to do. And I have so much energy now that I'm actually giving myself my own love and my own compassion and my own kindness and my own self-care, that I have so much energy in order to give to other people. And when I healed my own thyroid condition, I was definitely in that place where I was not setting boundaries. I was doing things out of obligation, and then I felt resentment because I felt like I was being taken advantage of, because I was giving and giving and giving and overgiving, and then I felt like people expected that of me, but I never said anything. So ideally, you're going to allow yourself to take care of yourself, and the people who are accepting of that are your people. And so that's a really big lesson to learn. And again, the hair is standing up on my arms. I'm feeling like in order to do this, you can call in Archangel Michael and ask Archangel Michael to cut the cords that are connected to you from your loved ones and your friends and your colleagues and your neighbors and all of those people who have been coming to you for things, or who you've been automatically giving your time to. And I feel like it's time to do that. So what I do is I literally say in my head or out loud, Archangel Michael, please come to me now. And then usually for me, because I'm empathic and I have a sense of feeling things, um, Archangel Michael has really warm energy for me. So I can actually feel like my hands warming up and getting sort of tingly, and my feet warming up and getting kind of tingly when I call Archangel Michael to me. And I do this sometimes when I'm outside and it's cold, because I know that his energy warms me up. So multi-useful. But once you call in Archangel Michael, you can actually ask him. He has a sword and he has a shield, and you can ask him to lovingly cut all of the cords that are attached to you and you are attaching to other people. Lovingly cut all those cords and reattach them directly to source, so that everyone, including yourself, is gaining your vital source energy from the place that is intended. It's gaining it from your source, from your God, from your universe, from all that is, from whatever it is you believe your source, your energy, your love comes from. And so I don't like the whole cord thing with them like spiraling all over the place. So I like the idea of actually reattaching them to source. Most people who do this fear that their loved ones will not have the same connection with them. Your symbiotic relationships will continue to shine. And so those ones that are meant for you, that are symbiotic, that you and them have a relationship where you're giving and receiving in balance, they'll automatically get recreated. So if you feel like you're going to cut the cords for your kids and your spouse and your best friend and all of those people who you want to have symbiotic relationships with, they're just going to reconnect. So that's fine. But you set the intention that those people who are drawing energy from you that are not symbiotic relationships are no longer able to reconnect unless you actually say, yes, it's time to have those reconnect. Yes, it's okay. So the thing with doing this is that you might need to do this over and over again, because you're learning how to set boundaries. You're learning how to shine. You're learning how to step into your own empowerment and into your own confidence. So you may find that you feel good for a day or two, and then all of a sudden you're feeling drained and tired again, and just like life sucks again. If that's the case, people are literally sucking energy from you, because energy isn't created or destroyed, it's just moved around. So that just means you call on Archangel Michael and you do it again. And you just continue doing that. You could do it as a practice that you do before bed every night, or maybe you do it as a practice in the morning before you get in the shower, or while you're in the shower. So it's something that is routine that you remember to do. But I believe that on a physical sense, you're being drained of energy, and you're doing this in a way to yourself. So perhaps you are enabling other people to get their energy from you. So you're making it easy for them. And you're doing this from a real place of love and compassion, but you're enabling them to stay stuck and not empowering other people. So as soon as you do it from a place of helping and not from a place of enabling, that also allows you to shine, because you're going to be an inspiration and a motivation for other people, because they're going to see what you're doing in your life. And the ones who are meant to follow you and be with you are going to come along for the ride. So my guidance, or your guidance from source, is to cut those cords, allow yourself to shine, allow yourself to step into that place of being who you're meant to be and doing what you're meant to do. And then your physical nature is going to heal. It's going to feel better. And so that doesn't only include sleep. It can include food. It can include adding superfood or essential oils or whatever it is you need. If you have comments and questions about that, let me know. But it's time to shift something so you can shine. Do this a little bit at a time. It doesn't have to be something you change overnight. You're not gonna jump out of your comfort zone and be able to maintain it if you make the changes too big too fast. So allow yourself to do things slowly. Maybe you just need to drink more water every day, because drinking water is Water is love. Water is source. We are 70 to 80% water, and most people don't drink enough. So the amount of water you should be drinking is 1 liter per 50 pounds of body weight a day, approximately. So if you weigh 200 pounds, then you're looking at 4 liters of water a day, and most people don't drink that. Or if they do, they're drinking like 6 cups of coffee, and you'd have to add more water for every cup of coffee that you have. So allow yourself to heal yourself by stepping back into your power, by allowing yourself to shine, by connecting into speaking your truth, stopping the people pleasing, and just taking better care of you. So the next card I'm going to pull is a thoughts and beliefs card. So what is it that you are thinking about this month? What is it that you believe this month that could be holding you back from shining? So we're looking for this one, mental thought card. This one came up for myself the other day. So this one came up in reverse as well. This is the detach card. So for many Scorpios, I feel like we've been in hermit mode or in hiding mode, that we've been doing a lot of internal stuff, that we actually have allowed ourselves to go down into the catacombs. And when we go down into the catacombs, we're in a place of innerness, which is great. This is an 11 card. And we're in a time of going inside and connecting with our inner self and connecting with our source and learning what it is that that we at a soul level want to bring forward. And so we have been detached from a lot of people. But now with this in reverse, I get the sense that it's time for us to reattach. It's time for us to actually turn the light back on, because I believe that light is all around us, and that when we go into the darkness, the switch is actually turning off. So we're resisting the light. There is no such thing as black and white. Everything is light, and then we're just creating the darkness by turning off the light. So we're actually going to allow the light to open up by stopping to resist the light coming through. And so in that sense, we are now choosing to attach rather than detach to the light, to our community, to our highest self, to our source. So perhaps that idea of Archangel Michael cutting the cords is that you've been attached to other people, and other people have been leading you, or you're looking for your own source outside of yourself. And now it's time for you to actually connect through your own guidance, through your own soul, through your own self, into that deeper place, and allow the light from your source above to actually attach you to everything around you, to expand and attach to love, to more kindness, to more expansion, to more growth. So it's time for us to come out of the catacombs. It's time for us to attach rather than detach. And I get the sense from this card being in reverse that this woman is actually taking the cloak off as she's releasing that sense of detachment and moving into the attachment. And as she's doing this, she's sending a dove into her past, as though she's saying, thank you so much for everything that I have learned, for everything that I have become. Most people who release things in this way it's as though we've lost a piece of our identity, because we're getting rid of so many things and changing in so many ways that we're feeling like we're not ourselves. So the mental thought is almost like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to shine. Can I get the clarity? I don't have the clarity. I don't believe I can get my own clarity. So the idea is to open up to your own guidance, open up to your own source, open up to the fact that you have the clarity. You just need to be open to it. So attaching to you, attaching to source, attaching to your closest relationships around you, and knowing that you have that clarity, knowing that once you allow yourself to gain that clarity, you can shine. And that attachment is not going to be as scary as you think it is. We have a tendency to detach as Scorpios from other people because we're a little bit worried, we're a little bit control freakish, and we have tendency not to allow ourselves to connect out of fear of loss, out of fear of losing our identity, out of fear of not being able to control things. So I want you to step into a place of intention that once you allow yourself to shine and to attach, that's actually going to expand you. So release that mental thought pattern and belief that other people will drain you, or that you don't know, or that you don't have the clarity, or that you can't do it on your own. You absolutely can. We're going to step into the next card and see what the emotions around this are. Scorpios, we tend to be extremely, extremely, extremely deep, and we can go into that catacombs and not come out because it's fun to play down there. But it's time for us to rise and shine like the phoenix coming out of the ashes. And so if we continue to stay detached, someone used this analogy the other day and I really like it. It's if we continue to be detached, then it's as though we're allowing ourselves to burn up. But if we actually allow ourselves to attach to all things that we deserve and desire, and all things that this world is meant to give us, and that we're meant to co-create with ourselves and our source, then it allows us to be the phoenix that rises from the ashes versus the phoenix that dies in the ashes. So we get to choose. We all have free will, so you can choose whatever you want. Let's see what the emotion card is for us today, Scorpios. What emotions are we feeling, or what emotions are we hiding? Because often we are very good at hiding our emotions. Some of us, there we go, some of us hide them on our sleeves. See, these cards keep coming up no matter how much I shuffle. So this is a number 6 card. It's about nourishment. It's about safety. It's about community. It's about, this particular card is about believing and succeeding. So this number 6, I believe that the number 5 is all about transformation. It's all about change. It's all about, obviously we haven't been shining, and we've been through a big transformation. And obviously we've been detached, and now it's time for us to attach to something that is bigger and greater than ourselves, and allow ourselves to co-create with that bigger source that we are. And if we believe we can, if we believe we know that we're the light workers leading the light workers, if we believe that we can succeed, then we're going to put ourselves into that canoe. We're going to move forward. We're going to connect to our source. We're going to speak our truth. We're going to set our boundaries. We're going to do it in a loving, kind way with that pink. It's to ourselves, that self-love, and to a loving, kind way to everyone else. And this makes me think this canoe is going right straight down the center, which makes me think we're extremely balanced. We're balanced in this canoe. We have to be. We're balanced in this canoe on the masculine side and the feminine side. We're balanced in the giving and receiving. We have to be balanced in order to stay in a canoe, in order to keep that canoe going in one direction. If we're not balanced, then the canoe's going to tip over. So we're going to stay in this place. Scorpio's a water sign, so I love this as a canoe, right? So I love that we're actually moving forward towards this source, towards this self-love, towards this place of expansion where source is actually guiding us, and we're moving towards source, and we're moving towards this place of abundance. And once we believe that we are co-creating with our source, and that we have all that information from our intuitive guidance to move forward, that we're going to succeed, and we're going to shine, and we're going to allow ourselves to attach to all of the things that we desire, all of the things that we want, all of the things that we love, because we're allowing ourselves to shine, because we're maintaining balance, because we're speaking our truth, and because we're doing it from that place of I love and appreciate myself, and that allows me to love and appreciate others. So this emotion card makes me think of self-love and self-care and speaking our truth from that place. And it's safe. It's safe. It's safe. It's safe. It's safe. You are in a boat. You're not in the water swimming and flailing around. You are safe in this boat. You are balanced in this boat. It is going forward, and you can totally do it. I'm going to pull the next card from John Holland, and that is going to be our information and guidance from Spirit. So what is our Spirit wanting to share with us at this time? What is our guidance from Spirit? Scorpio, what is it that you need to hear from Spirit at the moment? All right. So this did come out in reverse. So the idea is that Spirit is, I believe, saying that once we allow ourselves to shine, once we allow ourselves to attach, and once we allow ourselves to move into that place of self-care, self-love, speaking our truth, and believing that we can succeed, only then will the opportunity beckon. So right now, the opportunities don't seem like they're there because we're actually hiding from shining. We're in that catacomb still, but I feel like this new moon is our place to step into the new beginning, to step into that forward motion, to step into, how have I not been loving myself? What thoughts have I been saying that have not been loving and kind? How have I been giving away things to other people and not allowing myself to receive back? How have I been feeling? Have I been resenting? Have I been feeling guilty? Have I been feeling obligated? So we are ready to bring in opportunities once we balance all of these things. So 4 is about that moving forward. 4 is about masculine. 4 is about balance. 4 is that box. And I get the sense that Spirit is saying, as soon as we allow ourselves to shine, we're going to step into our confidence. We're going to allow ourselves to create better boundaries. And I think we've done this. We've been doing this for a long time. We've been doing this for a couple of years even. And I think we just slide back in and we just don't do it. We're out of our comfort zone, and then we feel like we're not in control again, so we slide back in. And so it's time to stay connected to ourselves. It's time to stay connected to our source. It's time to truly believe that we have the power to heal ourselves, to move ourselves forward, and to stop relying on other people and giving so much of ourselves to other people without giving to ourselves. Because we really love to give to other people. I do. We really love to give and give and give. And we also love to succeed, and we also love to be recognized for giving. We also love to feel like we're loved and cherished and valued. But we do it in a way that is not necessarily self-kind and self-loving and balanced. So most of these did come in reverse. And I get the sense that this new moon is going to be big for us. This has the infinity sign on it. This gentleman is looking down. There's a whole bunch of light here. There is a lot of self-confidence and personal power and love and abundance. And the moon is important for us. We are water signs, but the moon is about connecting into yourself. It's about that inner guidance. And I myself am from Orion, and a star system that is not earthy. And so I love and adore the stars and that essence of the greatness that is around us and the capacity that we have and the expansion that we can create. I also love going down into the catacombs because it's fun down there. But I know that I can create a greater impact once I allow myself to detach from the catacombs and attach to the human place in a balance with the spiritual place. Connecting in a balance with my masculine giving side and my feminine side. Connecting in to be able to give to others and to receive, and to love myself as much as I am willing to love other people. That was a really great reading. So, messages, lots of messages. I'm going to see if there's an archangel that wants to come forward to help us with this. So I'm going to call on Doreen Virtue's Archangel deck here to see if there's anyone other than Archangel Michael who would like to come forward. In case you are not used to asking for help, then this will allow you to ask for spiritual help and get used to doing that before you decide to ask for human help and attach to other people and attach to your community and the people around you in a different way. So I'm looking for an archangel who is ready, willing, and able to help us shine, to help us attach to our inner self and our highest self, helping us to expand our self-love and move into all of the opportunities that I know we are meant to create with our source, so co-creation. This one. Sensitivity. So this card is from Archangel Haniel. Haniel. I'm horrible at pronouncing the archangel's names. Forgive me, Archangel Haniel. Haniel. This is a sensitivity card. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So this is definitely something that I know I feel, and perhaps you feel as well. So what happens with many of us is that we're empathic. And so we have a tendency to take on and feel other people's things and not know that they're our own. I was working as a massage therapist for the last 5 or 6 years, and I used to collect a lot of headaches and a lot of jaw pain, and I didn't realize that I was actually collecting the energies from the clients that I was working with, and I would have headaches for days, and I'd go in to see the chiropractor, and she'd fix me, looking for something outside of myself, which is definitely something that we tend to do rather than looking for the guidance within. And one day she finally said to me, "Do you know that this headache isn't yours?" And I was like, "What?" So basically, as an empath, we take on and feel other people's stuff, but we don't allow ourselves to release that. And that's partly why we're not shining, is because we're holding everyone else's shoulds, we're feeling obligated and guilty, and we're carrying other stuff that's not our own. So if you are sensitive, then allow yourself to bubble yourself, not in a way that you're protecting yourself, that you're fearful, that you feel like you're going to take on everyone else's stuff, but a bubble that allows love to pass both ways and allows anything that is not yours to easily drain down into the earth so that it can be transformed into something beautiful, because that's what the earth does for us, is take our energy that we don't need and transforms it into love and beauty. Think of flowers, think of trees, think of rebirth. And so if you're feeling like people are draining you, and you're feeling extra sensitive, then maybe you do have to avoid going to big places like malls or going to airports or going to things like that. Or maybe you want to bubble yourselves when you go out into the community so that you do feel like you have this sense of only love will pass both ways. Making sure you are calling in Archangel Michael to cut any cords. If you have to do that at the beginning of the day, in the middle of the day, at the end of the day, do it as many times as you need to. There's no rule. And there's no sense of the archangels are with me, oh my God, I'm taking them away from someone else. The cool thing about the archangels is that they can be in a million places at once. They have the capacity to do that. So if you are feeling sensitive, allow yourself to call in Archangel Haniel to help you release the emotions that aren't yours, to release the emotions that are yours that you no longer need or want to carry, to bring in more love, to bring in more compassion, to bring in more forgiveness, to bring in whatever it is you need. You want to honor the feelings that you have so that you're not like, oh my God, I don't want to be angry. Oh my God, I don't want to be sad. Oh my God, I don't want to be bored. Those are all human things that we should really like revel in. Like, we should be so happy that we can experience this broad range of emotions, because that's what we're here for. So allow yourself to feel, but don't allow yourself to get stuck in the feeling. Allow yourself to step into the idea of feeling whatever it is, if it's emotion, if it's sadness, if it's compassion, if it's boredom, if it's anger, whatever it is, and then allow it to go through you and choose what emotion I'm getting the sense that people needed to digest that choosing emotions isn't something that you're used to doing. So allow yourself to choose the emotions that you want. Allow yourself to feel things rather than to store them in this cupboard that you don't want to look into. Allow yourself to feel and then to release. Allow yourself to check into, is this mine or is it someone else's? Do I need to carry this or can I release it? So sensitivity, Epsom salts baths, Archangel Michael cutting your cords. One thing I do in the shower is allow things to drain off me and then clean the shower after, so that you're cleaning all of the negativity and allowing it to go down the drain as well. Drinking more water, so you're allowing yourself to release through the fluid in your body anything that's not yours or not serving you, and also to I'm just calling in to see if there's anything specific anyone needs. One of the things I like to do that I have mentioned to clients before is to literally clear our DNA of stuff that we no longer need. So it's as though you can actually pull a TV screen out beside you and grab a cell, maybe from your heart, maybe from your throat, from some area that is a trouble area for you, maybe from the solar plexus if it's a place, or the throat if it's a place that you're not stepping into your worthiness or your confidence or your empowering capacity, and allow a cell from that area to be placed on the screen. You remember the cells? We did this in like biology class when we were in grade school or high school. Allow that cell to actually be cleared and cleaned of everything that is not yours, that's not serving you, that is not great, that is not good, and allow it to be infused with love, with strength, with flexibility, with power, with passion, with everything that you need. And then you're going to take that cell and you're going to ask it to replicate through your body, and again asking all of the cells that it's replacing to easily be released from your body because you don't need them anymore. One interesting thing too, if you've been harboring things for the last 7 years or more, your body replaces every cell in the body every 7 years. So if there's things that you've been holding on to for longer than that, then it's actually a mental, emotional thing and no longer a physical thing, because 7 years is the lifetime of a cell. We replace them all, not all at the same time, obviously, but we replace them all within 7 years. So allow the ones that are ready to be replaced. Allow the ones that are not serving you to be healed, to be strong, to be flexible, to be resilient, to contain what it is and replicate through your body what it is that you need. Allow the sensitivity to be lessened so that life allows you to step into that place of shining, so that life allows you to step into that place of detaching from the catacombs and attaching to what it is that you want to co-create. Allow yourself to step into that self-nourishment, into that place of I can succeed and I can be balanced. Allowing yourself to call in that infinity, that balance of your higher self and your ego self, of your masculine and feminine side, of your giving and your receiving side, of the sun, which is masculine, and the moon, which is, it's a great day for this. This is the eclipse day. And the moon, which is more feminine, so it's more about the emotional side. So allowing more balance. So calling in Archangel Michael to cut your cords, and calling in Archangel Haniel in order to help you with extra sensitive energies and emotions. I think that's all you need today, Scorpio. Namaste. Have a beautiful day. If you would like private readings, or if you would like a medical intuitive reading or some other type of psychic reading that I provide, I'd be very happy to do that. I'll leave the links below. You can find my main website at sherrysimpson.com, and you can find my store at yltcoaching.com. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.